Okay, Skype on the phone. Weird.
Yeah.
I can only just about hear you, but it's like muffled and shit.
Well, to be honest with you, I'm not on the best setup. It's taking me a day to get this to work. I'm just on an Android pad, so I'm not really at my location.
You're a bit of a scrub lord, so you only have like shit machinery.
I'm a bit of a what?
Scrub lord. I was just like setting the boundaries, like by taking the piss out of you, as in, I'm like, I know that like trying exists, as in we're not always like saying exactly what we mean, especially when we're like typing shit down. But I don't really want to talk to you too much. So you want to talk to me, go ahead. But I've never really hung out with Brian Garrett too much. But I've met all of them. And this is the news that I must tell you, and I'm open to tell you. They tried to recruit me back in the day because I suddenly appeared in their life, and I was just this guy who was really good at just talking at a camera and making videos and editing videos, right?
Yeah.
And let me tell you that I do know things about them that I cannot tell you because you've told me in strict confidence.
When I went to Bilderberg 2013, I didn't know no one there. I didn't know no one. Belinda, I didn't know Bill Maloney. I've heard of Brian. I've heard of Brian because...
Question number one?
Sorry?
Was that question number one answered? You're like, is that...
Well, you've answered it, innit? You've answered it and you've given a bit more info, which makes me even more doubt who you say you are. Yeah, fair enough, you know.
Never speak to them. Okay, so let me give you the news I forgot to tell you. So, Mark Robinson, right? I've always gone with Mark Robinson because he's the tech guy. And whenever I've gone down there, he's just like showed off his studio to me because I'm into that shit. I've got an amazing computer and I'm into camera equipment and sound and music and all that stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Would you feel like I was less of a shill if I got my guitar out and played some bark to you? If I turned on my video right now and painted you a picture to show that I've been to art college for many years, would that convince you that I'm not shill?
Not at the moment, not at the moment. You know, it's a stupid kind of scenario you're trying to paint there, you know. I said to you, I'm going to Skype you, or you're going to Skype me. I'm here now. Do you know what I mean, mate? That whole Bilderberg thing in 2013 was controlled by agents, mate. The whole thing was controlled. Yeah, the whole Julian Assange things is controlled. Yeah, yeah, you're good at reverse psychology, mate. You're good at reverse psychology.
Here's a concept for you. Like, you know that you're not a government agent. I could accuse you, for example, for being a government agent.
Yeah, right? But you've got to come with something. You can't just accuse me and then that's it. I'm coming with something, mate.
Listen to me.
Go on.
Look, I'm talking out of the grace of my patience. I don't have to talk to you.
I don't have to talk to you, mate. You're the one that said you wanted to Skype. I'm Skyping now, yeah? If you don't want to talk, it's not a problem, mate. Do you know what I mean? You know.
I'm just showing you.
I like you, mate. I used to like you. I come across you when it comes to Bilderberg, and the reason I went there was because of the links that I sent you, which you're calling something. So obviously you don't see what I'm seeing and what other people see. When I showed them at the Bilderberg 2013, including the policeman, you know, numbers of people saw it, but then some people don't see it. Okay, because I don't know why. That's just how it is. But you went, you stood right in front of them gates, in front of the symbol that I was telling you about, with a big smirk on your face.
You're talking about the link you sent me about the front of Buckingham Palace, is that what you're talking about?
Well, I sent you a link, the front of Buckingham Palace, I sent you a link that had the United Nations in it as well.
I did actually read it when you first did it, and I did not... If you look back at that comment, I don't know if you edited it, but it was grammatically incomprehensible. It didn't mean anything, and I get lots of comments like grammatically and just incomprehensible. If I
well, I'm sorry, your brain's just on a high level, mate, yeah? Okay?
I do not base what I'm doing for my videos on what a random person says with a random YouTube account on the thing. That's not going to influence what I make as films, okay?
Well, you got a random YouTube account. What makes your one not random and my one random? What are you going on about, me? You're not making no sense. I've got a random YouTube account. What are you going on about?
You are... Well, how many other YouTube accounts do you get contacting yours? Because once you get over, like, just thousands of...
I try and reply to everyone, yeah.
What I mean is, I've never met you before, I've never come across you before, I've never seen you commenting on my videos ever in my entire life.
Well, I've made a few comments.
Start saying that I'm something I'm not.
I've made a few comments, and in the beginning, I was actually praising you for your videos, saying that I liked them and everything. I actually added them to my playlist. Okay, so I have made comments before. Okay, positive comments. And then I tried to send you a Twitter message and an email, which you didn't reply to. You didn't say, "Oh, I don't understand what you're going on about," or anything. You just dismissed it. You just dismissed it. Okay, because you think your education and knowledge is so superior to everyone else that you can just, you know.
I got like a first in mind.
Yeah. So you got a comment from me that you didn't understand. But instead of replying back, "I don't understand what you mean, can you explain it a bit better?" You just dismissed it and just moved on. Yeah, that's what you're saying basically.
The sanity, I have to dismiss the vast majority because a human being cannot deal with that. Which is why some channels, when they get big enough, they hire a person to do that for them. Because I cannot do it, and it's impossible. And you ask any YouTube, like, you expect your comment to have special significance because you come out of nowhere? And it's exactly the same as all comments. I should, you know, I have lots of police videos that I get like thousands of comments every day. Like some of my videos get like 10,000 views a day, the ones I made a year ago. And I get massive amounts of comments from there. People say, "You're a prick, you're a fucking cunt, you're a private school twat," and just all of these things. And like, you are just the more educated version of that, where you've actually tried to pursue it. What I'm saying to you is like, I'm really not a shill. Once you have been accused of being a shill and you really know that you're not, you realise that you start to question all the people that you used to think were shills and actually might not be.
Well, I have been labelled a shill. I have been labelled a shill. Okay, because of something that I got involved with.
Will you listen to me a second, please?
Yeah, okay.
Just let me finish.
No problem.
You're saying that the reason you sort of accuse me of being a shill is because you're saying there's something I'm putting into my videos which is trying to like manipulate people's behaviour, make them believe something that's not, which is simply not true.
Answered that never really got answered by Brian. It just, you know, he just ignored it. Yeah, so there's been a lot of concerns with Brian, and yeah, like I said, I just thought I'd have a look today just to see how he was dealing and covering things, and yeah, quite obvious he's controlling and managing the situation. He's not talking about the main concerns or what most people's talking about around the world. And yeah, then the other person I looked at was Sam the blogger at Swilliamism, an old friend of Brian's, or probably still friends, you know, work colleagues, shall we say. So let's have a look at Sam S. Swilliam and see what's going on there now. So when I went to his channel, basically he hasn't done nothing for about a year, but he's done one about 5G. I watched this video now thinking maybe I've got Sam wrong. And see, the thing about Sam, he's got good info, and he covers things from an angle, you know, where you're gonna learn certain things. But the thing is, like, the angle I look at Sam now, I look at him like Brian. They're in the know. They know certain things, they know certain info, or they're told a certain line to follow to make people follow them, you know, follow me lead. Remember, this is just my opinion, my thoughts, just what I've observed, and yeah, so they're just there to control and manage, basically. So like I said, he's done this 5G video because Sam's always covering his back, so when you look back you can say, oh yeah, well, Sam covered 5G. But as we're going to see, when it comes to the health concerns, the health risks that people seem to be having now, and you know, justified why, especially as it's being installed why everyone's on lockdown, which doesn't seem right. Sam doesn't have no concerns about the health risks, even though in this video he makes it aware that he's come across people that's got these concerns, but he calls it the conspiracy group. or something like that. Well, anyway, I'll play you the video and you can see what I'm talking about. You know, the way that the subject gets manipulated by people that are in the know of future events, but they have to make it be not seen, not talked about, you know. And I'll just say this, there's people out there saying that a lot of people's going to be affected by this, you know, like a real lot of people. And then you got other people saying that it's not going to affect everyone. So let's say it doesn't affect everyone, but even if it does affect like 40,000 here and 40,000 there and 40,000 over there, and it's mainly old people, people with disabilities or health concerns, does that justify anything like that rolling out? You know, the wildlife, the trees, any kind of life being affected by this stuff. Does that justify faster internet? I don't think it does it? You know, there's not enough studies done on this, but there's a few videos out there with concerned people and their footage of different things, and their claims that it's all down to these frequencies and that, which, you know, it's 5G now, then it'll be 6G, 7G, so if it don't affect us now, when will it affect us? 9G, 10G, when we're old? You know, what about our children? How are they going to be growing up? Is it a healthy environment for them, or are they going to be ill earlier, faster, because, you know, no one's studied the health risks, but anyone that has gets rubbished, claiming that, you know, there's no health risk, but obviously there is, but, you know, people get affected by these things for many different reasons. And with this 5G now, what if they can turn it up and down? You know, people saying they can direct it, you know. What if they just turn it up, leave it up, turn it down? You know, they could do anything with it. Anyway, I'm waffling on a bit. Let's check out Sam, the 5G. Let me try and find a bit.
Got me thinking about 5G. Literally just no head, no plaque, no nothing. That's a bit weird. I'm just desperately trying to find somewhere I can film where it's not blowing a gale. In most videos that will talk about 5G, that you could term, I guess, conspiracy videos, they'll tell you that, you know, 5G is bad because of the effect on biology and the human body, and that the radiation will be absorbed by our pores and injected into the deep parts of our body, and all of that kind of stuff. Whereas what really interests me about it is its use by the surveillance services, because the thing about 5G, or rather what they say is the pitfall, or one of the pitfalls of 5G, is that it is easily absorbed by everything, which means it doesn't pass through stuff like ordinary radio signals might. So they have to have, or they're going to have, you know, a mast every 100 meters or whatever, to make sure that everybody can get covered in electromagnetics. But that piqued my interest because, of course, if specifically anything moving between, say, your mobile phone and the nearest mobile phone mast, if that is absorbing the signal and there's disruption in the signal or a dimming in the signal that the mast receives, that can actually be used to create a point cloud and therefore image anything that is there.
Anyway, do you see what I'm saying? You know, he's made it quite clear there that he's aware that there's people out there with concerns about 5G, and he hasn't really like given any links to that. Just double check. No. no links to concerns about 5G, because Sam's not concerned about 5G and he doesn't want you to be concerned about 5G. You know, like a lot of people in the mainstream media are trying to say there's no concerns. But what concerns me is, why are they putting it up when there's lockdown? Why are they claiming that there's virus and it's just essential workers? And then you got these big polls going up everywhere, and I mean everywhere. One place I saw, a cinema complex, you know, bowling place and that, big place. One of them was actually in the petrol station. So there's the pole, there's the petrol station, there's the cinema complex there. So we have another one just the other side of the petrol station. We have another one. Well, that's a bit worrying. Next to the petrol station. One there. One there. But yeah, at the moment I just thought I'd just share my thoughts about me looking back at a couple of people and seeing how they're covering things. But obviously I'm coming with the angle now, with the knowledge that I've learned about these people, coming from the angle that they've got inside information, they're in the know, and they're there to control and manage the information. Yeah, so anyway, better explain myself here. So just gonna look at Sam, the blogger, Swilliamism, just gonna look at him a little bit closer. Yeah, I've been looking at his logo, his intro for a while, trying to find some kind of alternate meaning, you know, because obviously I've got my suspicions about Sam. So basically, I'm going to reverse the video. I'm also going to mirror the video and just see where it brings out. It seems to bring up a bit more, and with what's going on at the moment with the 5G and all that, yeah, you could look at it from that angle, you know, posts going up, 5G posts, sounds like it's got a humming noise to it, which obviously these things make. Also, I'm going to look at the interview that me and Sam, or not an interview, I'm going to look at the video that has the Skype call of me and Sam, when he wanted to Skype me to explain things to me. And I tried to explain to him that I sent an email.
Yeah.
I can only just about hear you, but it's like muffled and shit.
Just me you're not telling, it's all your subscribers, isn't it? All this information you got that you can't tell no one, you know, you're sounding more and more like a gatekeeper, aren't you?
You have no idea.
I gave you a message, right? The first time I gave you a message, yeah, I sent you a message about when you were saying about the Queen and the Mayor and all that, and I said to you, oh, I saw the Mayor on the 10th, okay, and then you done a video about the number 10, okay, and then when I done this message to you about the link that I gave you, Buckingham Palace, the United Nations, the royal car with Charles that was meant to be paint bombed, you went to Buckingham Palace, right, and you stood, hang on, look, I let you talk, didn't I?
I go there every day.
I let you talk, didn't I? What? You know, you're not letting me finish what I need to say.
I've been, you know, did you start saying this the first time I stood at Buckingham Palace? Because I've been standing in front of Buckingham Palace for fucking years. money than any country had ever had money before, and they didn't really know what to spend it on, so they built lots of imperial things. When you tell me and I get a message that says, have you seen it? It looks a little bit like the United Nations. You have no idea of the deep context of the entire area. You haven't even noticed the central thing with a fucking big angel, a Greek angel on the fucking top. That is the symbol. Why are you not talking about that? You're just like a scrub-lord on the internet who's come to me and said, oh, there's some kind of weird message on the gate and you were standing in front of it. Fuck you, dude.
You're a dickhead. You're a dickhead. I didn't say nothing like that. I didn't say nothing like that, and you know it. Yeah, you're a sure mate, and you know it.
And make sure that you're not talking about certain subjects. That's just my opinion. Anyway, look after yourselves. Stay blessed.